Hey gang, welcome back to the shop. It is seems like it's always a gloomy day. Um, so it's a slow day. It's a slow day in the beginning, and I gotta learn because first I need to stop walking around so much. Can't help it. It's just I walk when I walk when I talk. Um, and I gotta watch the lighting because I notice if I get in certain spots, the darkness comes on me. Or I can just do that. Hopefully there's not too much glare. So I've got a lot of appointments later in the afternoon. When I was working the IT job, the evening and weekend appointments worked out for people's schedules because they didn't have to take off work. Being open during the day, there's like the rush while the post office is open, which big announcement there. And then that died off at 10 a.m. when the post office closed, and then you'd have some traffic like at lunchtime, and then as the factories and stuff let out, between 3 and 4. But our small town post office, previously open 8:30 to 10 Monday through Friday. I think 8:45 to noon Saturday, is now open 8 to 12 Monday through Friday. So it's a pretty big deal in this town. But working on some of my point of sale stuff, getting that updated. Because I have gone through and inventoried all this. Sticking with the ILCO numbers on top. And then the EZ or the Curtis or secondary numbers on the bottom. Going with the Lockfather's method of going by the ILCO numbers. So this has been put in order. Problem with it is when you start getting them in order and then you find one that's out of order, then you gotta bump everything down and move over. So this side's organized. That side is, yeah. Because there's some of these key blanks that I've looked up, and it seems that they could be either a old lock or an old vehicle. There's just not any information on it. And I did pick up at Goodwill this week a rock polishing kit. Some of these blanks that I got in the storage unit are crusty. There's some good ones. So yeah, I'm gonna try. I guess walnut shells, something put in there. It was $2 for the rock tumbler or rock polisher, and it works. And I remember back when I used to reload ammo, you do the kind of same thing, polish the brass, what have you. So I love when people shoot you an email or a text message, which I have a secondary cell phone, which is my shop phone. On average, I get anywhere from 10 to 40 spam calls a day, so my voicemail message is, hey, this is Jenkins Locks. Do the amount of spam calls, leave a message, or send me a text or email me. So one of the local schools, their auto class has a 2012 Charger. It's a retired sheriff's car, but that's their shop's project car, and one of the kids lost the only fob they had. So it's been fun going around and, well, not this, but actually using, yes, I do have the last edition, I think it's the last edition, 2021. Hyde's no longer doing the physical books. He's doing the app, which I have both. Sometimes I like, let me see here. Oh, nope, you don't want to see a text message from my wife. I don't want to see a text message from my wife. But that's another customer. Everybody just kind of came in or called all at once. But you can go through and do a search. I've not yet been able to get the scan VIN to actually scan the barcode. But you can come in here and you can get key information. This is $100 a year. There's things I find that are in here that aren't in the books, and things that are in the books that aren't in there. But Michael Hyde is, I'll show you why I'm doing the high stepping here in a second. Michael Hyde has stopped doing the printed books and is only going to be working on the app. So I'd been on the fence for the longest time, back when I bought these. I didn't see the point in buying a book set that could be outdated or have to be replaced at an expensive price every few years. But I decided, had a little bit of extra cash at the time. Those were the days, right? Went ahead and bought the book, and it turns out in the last 6 months he put out a message to all of his customers that he's not doing the printed books anymore. So guess it was a good time to buy. Put that up there in my library. I'm just knocking everything over. Which let me. So I don't know if I can, if you can see it or not. A lot of times when I'm doing programming and stuff, I don't like holding the camera in my hand while I'm trying to program and zoom in and out. So I got the very high-end only at Walmart kit. I don't like the chest harness with my man boobs. So I'm trying out the helmet cam. Sorry, well, we're going for it. Yep. So the only thing is, once you put it on, you have to, and right now you guys could be looking at absolutely nothing. I don't know. Oh, nope, that's exactly what I wanted. Connecting, searching GoPro. This is a really efficient. It's found. Can we connect? So I can sort of see in the reflection in the phone where my front screen is displaying. So hopefully that this is playing for you guys. I wouldn't be walking out like this. I would put this on a hat. Searching GoPro. Not found. It's found. It's not found. For the love of Pete. So anyways, this is useful. I'm just going to adjust it. Yeah, I see it in the display. My love-hate with GoPros. I'm going to have to put a post on South Main Auto and see what camera he's using. Quick is not the term to use for any of this. Now you're connecting, you son of a bitch. Okay, apparently I don't know what that means. Highlight off. I didn't want to fucking highlight. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna have to go with maybe you guys can see what's going on. Screw this. I'll figure that out later. So I've got my X-Horse Dolphin here. Very long USB cable to my Mac Mini. What I've done in the past is I take that home, hook it up to my Windows desktop, run the Xtool updater. So when you get time on your hands and you try sticking around with stuff, my Mac, I have a Oracle virtual computer, which is easiest way to explain a virtual machine is, you know, when you're in Windows and you have multiple different programs open, say you've got Chrome and you've got video player, and you've got Windows Explorer because you're looking at a file. Well, each of those applications take a slice of the physical resources on the box. That's all a virtual machine is, except this connects to the network. You install Windows, you install Mac OS, you install Linux. So for all intents and purposes, it's a computer, but it's just a program running on a physical machine. So it takes slices of the physical resources, just like Chrome is down here, VNC Player, not Safari, fuck that. So I've got this Windows virtual machine, which has, get this crap out of the way. It's got my frame and G code. It's got my arrow key master keying software. And I synchronize this to my home computer. So I've always got a copy of this machine in one place or the other. But if the physical machines crash, then I don't have to burn through another serial number for G code or reach out to support. Which frame and support is phenomenal. They're even really friendly if they accidentally set you a second frame and 2 by mistake, and you let them know, and even print out the new shipping label that they send you and ship it on to the correct customer. True story. So what I'm doing is I've downloaded the X-Horse upgrade kit, which is what you have to do to update the firmware on the Dolphin. Plug that in, power it on, comes up to BIOS. And as far as the VM stuff, within the VM toolbar, come to USB and you select it, and it passes it through to Windows, which, like I said, for all intents and purposes, this is a... Outside of this, the rest of the internet sees this as a physical machine. Or if you're on a network, the rest of the network. My last IT gig, working at home, but my office was in San Antonio, Texas, at the insurance company that I worked for, Financial and Insurance, so you guys can figure out what company that was. All I did was launch a virtual desktop or a virtual machine from my computer at home through the internet to San Antonio, Texas, and I had a Windows 10 machine there. But it was just a collection of files that looked like, son of a... It looked like a physical machine to the rest of the network. Use it just like I normally would in Device Manager. Alright, I did open it. So, as you can see, just like a real Windows machine, because it is. It's a real boy. And there's the Dolphin. So, in this, I don't want to actually do real work experiment. Connected via USB. Start it up so it's in BIOS. To the Mac Mini down there. Mac Mini is running a virtual Windows 10 machine, which I have the X-Horse utility. All this is connected to my phone's hotspot. This should be fun, or extremely painful. So, Dolphin 1. Gonna select that. Let's find device. Cue the high speed. That's reading device, so that's actually promising. Oh! Try to install the driver. Dolphin 1. These are some of the pains you go through when you just try dicking around with technology because you can. I accept. brings up that lovely Windows 95 installation window. Yes, we're going to install. If you haven't ran the upgrade kit on your machine before, you basically get a zip file from the support site, extract it. Windows Defender will erase half the files, so you have to turn off Windows Defender or make a exclusion for the folder it's in. Okay, device updated. So if we go back into the device manager, we should find it, but we're not going to do that. Don't pop up an error message. Oh, okay, so firmware version 1.75, it's found. So let's see what versions. I'm not sure if we can skip a version. Let's try. Half of you out there are probably thinking he's been working in the shop for an entire month now and is losing his effing mind. Funny thing is, I didn't have a mind when I started working in the shop full time, so nothing to lose. Cue high speed. Well, since we're all here watching paint dry, we'll come back to that in a minute. So I use CLK Supplies and UHS Hardware a lot for my bending stuff. I'm going to try slipping this back on my head. Okay, that did not go on straight. What the? Okay, so I don't know what you guys are looking at. Let me grab my mirror here. Okay, yeah, it looks like you're looking at what I'm looking at. So, a while back I had bought a selection of the X-Horse VDI, the Super Chip Universal Remotes. And I was using the Pro membership or whatever it is, where as long as the order is $149 or more, you can pay $10 and get overnight shipping. Well, that and everything else came except for these. Half of them were out of stock after the order was placed, and it was about a week and a half later that I got the notice that these have been shipped out. Now, the bad thing is, I got the tracking number for this on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and it was a USPS tracking number, which kind of pissed me off because I paid the money, I paid the monthly membership, and I paid the money for the overnight shipping. This took another week and a half to get to me. Because I got the tracking number, like I said, on a Wednesday or a Thursday. It was not picked up by, well, in the tracking system, it wasn't said to have been picked up until the following Wednesday. So it sat there for a week. I've done a lot of purchasing through UHS Hardware. Never had a problem until this. Oh, okay, so they got the little roller pins in. So I got a selection here. That almost looks like a Ford. But hopefully this is in camera. If not, I'll just be deleting a lot of video. But I got a selection of them. So if I got time, I've got an appointment here in an hour. Yeah, I may try to cut one of these cut one from my truck and program it. But let's finish updating this. Hopefully everything is still nice and in view. Upgrade failed. Okay. So that sometimes happens if I try skipping a version. So, I feel like a dork with this on my head. But it's nice having hands-free. So it may be failing because I tried skipping a version from 1.7.5 to 1.7.7. There's going to be a lot of editing and clipping in this. Cue speed up. No, and speak of the devil. I'm not a huge fan of flip keys, but since I've got the Max tool, which I think I posted a video for it already, me just taking a test blank and a chip and starting my truck. Pick one of these, try it out on my truck, and yeah, we'll see. Maybe that's an option to start carrying instead of having to carry that one and that one and that one and that one and that one, or all these. And even though most of them work across multiple vehicles, getting the ones with the right button inserts. We jumped high on the yeah, there's gonna be a lot of editing on this shit. It's gonna be like one of those cooking shows. So all you do is fold in the cheese, fold the cheese in, pop it in the oven for 3 hours. Oh, hey, look, and here it is, all done. Upgrading file 3. I'm getting excited, because if this works, we'll be doing 1.7.7 all over again. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to test if I could do this here in the shop with this jury-rigged long printer cable that's actually for my eBay label printer, my Rollo printer, going to a Mac Mini, being converted in through Oracle VirtualBox to a Windows machine. You don't know if it works unless you try. Never went to school for IT. I just made a lot of mistakes. And that got me through 24, 25 years of doing it professionally. It's making a lot of mistakes and correcting those, and sometimes filming yourself doing it, has gotten me through locksmithing so far. But okay, all right. Let's find device again. Let it refreshen itself. Freshen itself up. Okay. Okay, now I know some of you guys really want to go through that whole process again and see it, but I'm going to cut the video short because I'm already getting a battery indicator. Yeah, I really need to find a better solution. But I know the GoPro, this was like $300 with the kit and the case and all that. And then multiple additional batteries purchased and additional chargers to purchase. So until either my lotto numbers hit or something else financially great happens, I'm stuck with the GoPro. But with that, I'm going to cut this video. I might, depending on when the customer shows up, I'm going to try the video. It's a 2016 GMC Sierra. A customer actually being proactive. They just bought the truck not too long ago. It only came with one fob because what used vehicle comes with two. But but they contacted me through Facebook Messenger, and it's been very hit or miss, even though I keep saying, what's your phone number? Here's my phone number. So I've had these in stock, ordered for them for over a month. But I usually go with, if I don't have one in stock, or something new, I order 2. So there's one, and somewhere around here is a second one, because, oh yeah, I wanted to test if the battery was dead. And this is where I go down squirrel holes. So I gotta figure out, oh man, did I just mix that up in between? That's for a Mustang I'm doing. Oh. Yes. I like to test to make sure these actually generate a frequency before. Remote cloud recognition. Don't know if that'll. Has to have internet. Remote key. Press lock, so it's getting a frequency. So far I've not had this. It's been 50-50. GMC. That's pretty cool. So up until today I've never gotten this to recognize what remote it was. It would give me the frequency and stuff like that, but good to know, so I don't need to put a battery in there. Oh god, no. So I'm gonna cut the video here before I go too much more squirrely. And hopefully I can video doing that guy's truck. I am gonna try with the top down. And hopefully it works. It's been kind of clunky using it so far. When it works great. When it doesn't work, it's I don't know. I don't know if it's a Bluetooth connection, what. It seems to be on vehicles that are the OBD port is a little bit janky. That causes a problem. Then I have to break the X tool out. So I've been taking both of them on the jobs I do. But anyways, I'm rambling again, so I'm going to pause, stop, or maybe end the video here. Who knows? Stay tuned. Catch you guys.